Back in 2002, Hawick lasted the League and Cup double, but at BT Murrayfield yesterday, they had the chance to not only repeat that feat, but also to defend the Bill McLaren Shield for a record 24th time, and go through the season unbeaten to truly become the Invincibles. What a year for the club, and what a year for President Ian Landles.
I'm just thinking back 27 years when we were here for the first ever cup final, the slightly bigger crowd, but we're hoping for a similar result today. And very much like then, the team that we have today are virtually all Hawick born and bred, which is great.
2002 was the last time that Hawick lifted the trophy, and that was a double winning season. You're halfway to the double this year as well.
Yeah, and it would be nice to put the ice on the cake, but Marr will be a very difficult proposition. We've beat them thrice this season, but that counts for nothing. And it's got to be a close encounter, but we're quietly hopeful that we can finish off the season undefeated, which would be a great achievement.
It is amazing that you are so far undefeated, and if you do win today, that would be historic. I think is a good word.
Yes, and to hold on to the Bill McLaren Shield for a record number of times as well. So we're not taking anything for granted, but we're just hopeful that we can cross the line. One more river to cross.
The constant rain throughout the match brought its own challenges for both teams, and in the first half we didn't see any tries, just 2 penalties for Marr from their co-captain Colin Sturgeon, and one by Hawick's Kirk Ford, and a lot of mistakes from Hawick. Marr turned round at the interval 6-3 up, but with the territory in possession they enjoyed, you could argue it should have been a bigger lead for the men from Troon, but solid Hawick defence kept Marr at bay. It was clear the Greens needed to come out a different team in the second half, and they certainly did that. A mistake from Jake Jacobson gave Ronan McKean an opportunity to race to the line following his kick ahead, and the winger, who takes part on the Border Sprint circuit, was always going to be first over the line. With no TMO at this match, the referee awarded the try, but in 50 years' time when you read the history books, it will say Ronan McKean scored the first of 3 tries for Hawick in this game, and that is now set in stone. Ford converted and the team were in the lead for the first time in this match. Another Marr error 4 minutes later saw Fraser Rennick unexpectedly get his hands on the ball, and with 15 metres to travel to the line, he wouldn't be stopped, and all of a sudden Hawick's 14 points in 4 minutes had opened up a gap. By now Marr were getting on the wrong side of the referee and penalties were going the way of the Greens. Ford kicked another on 54 minutes to take the score out to 20 points to 6. Then he added to his personal total with a try in the corner, showing real determination to ground the ball and make it 25-6. The Hawick fans, some of them coming up in one of the 10 buses which left Hawick earlier in the day, were beginning to get very excited. But you can't let your concentration lapse when you're playing a talented Marr team, and Connor Bickerstaff nipped over for a try with 15 minutes remaining, a quite superb individual effort to break through the green line at the back, only the second time they'd scored a try against Hawick in 4 games against them this season. But Hawick have become masters at knowing how to win and close games out with their never-say-die attitude, which we all saw a few weeks earlier when they beat Curry at the death to win the Premiership playoff. 2 more penalties from Kirk Ford to take his total to 21 for the match stretched the lead out to 31-13, and even though he missed his easiest kick of the game at the end, it mattered not as the Greens celebrated with the title of Invincibles, and a squad which will go down in history for achieving something very special under the leadership of the talented 28-year-old head coach Matty Douglas, who has been a real success story himself this season. Final score at BT Murrayfield in the Scottish Cup final was Hawick 31, Marr 13.
Good second half, but it was a tough opening. Marr really threw things at us we didn't expect. They came with a kicking game and kind of surprised us, and we made a lot of individual errors out there. There was a lot of nerves, but second half we were absolutely outstanding. First 20 minutes the boys were sublime.
It is a cliche to say it was a game of 2 halves, but this one really was.
No, it was. Look, I'm fed up of going in at finals, getting beat at half time, so we'll have to turn that around. But it's unbelievable to win and do the double undefeated. It's stuff of dreams, if I'm honest.
It is historic. Undefeated, 24 games undefeated. Bill McLaren Shield kept for all that time. How do you sum it up?
I'm struggling, if I'm honest. It'll take a few weeks to really put into words. I was here in 2002 just as a 9-year-old boy watching the guys do it. A lot of players I look up to now, and to do that it's unbelievable. I never thought I would have the chance at Hawick, but it's amazing.
And you're losing Ethan Riley, who's back to Australia on Tuesday, but he has had a huge impact on the club.
Massive, yeah. He's an outstanding player, outstanding talent, but he's an even better bloke. He's a great guy. He's fit in really well. All the boys got on with him, and I wish him all the best when he goes back home. I've no doubt he'll carve up there. He'll be a big blow next season, no having him, but look, he'll move on there. Somebody else will come in, but Ethan, he's brilliant. He'll be a big miss.
But one of the things about Hawick is that the large number of the team that are homebred come from the town.
Aye, that's what it means. It's a lot of white boys out there, and boys who come in, they fit in and they add a lot of value. You see Ethan and Matty, our club captain. He's been a great player for us for 6-7 years, and they add to the place. And then you have the local boys who the jersey means so much, and who leave it all out there like we've showed this whole season.
Another maybe an open top bus at Hawick again.
I hope not. It's not the great weather for it. So we'll enjoy the pubs. We'll have a few beers and take it in, enjoy each other's company. And look, it's now time to just reflect on what we've done.
What a second half performance. I'm immensely proud of the players. We had to dig deep, but showed, and look, we just stuck to a structure and brought a bit of energy of what we've done. And look, we had a bit of chat at half time, as the term goes, a bit of a rocket, but the players knew that they had more to give, and that was the pleasing thing. It's first half, to be brutally honest, we never dealt a blow, and we were 3 points down, and it was a positive chat at half time. And look, they've answered the questions that we put to them as coaches, and what a second half, and what an occasion for the club.
And actually, Marr were all over you in the first half. You didn't get many chances in that first 40 minutes.
No, yeah, they were, and credit to Marr. They had a game plan. High balls, kicked down to us in the backfield. And to be honest, the big chat half time was with individual errors. Knocking ball on at contact, in the contact, our kicking game didn't really come into the fore. But we felt that we'd probably soaked up a lot of Marr pressure, and it was up to us now to go and take it to them, and we sure did that.
And you kept that unbeaten record, 24 games unbeaten. That is just unprecedented.
It's just no sunk in, Hugh, to be honest. I'm quite a humble guy, and I never look at these sort of things. I just go week after week, and I say that to Stuart on every Friday preview show, that we just look at the game the week after, and we never look at Bill McLaren Shields at training or in terms of unbeaten runs. That comes along with the hard work, and this squad of players have just what an amazing season. I'm in a lucky position to be able to coach them, and have got a great coaching team with Lewis and Graham there, and everybody in the backroom staff. It's just been a great season, and where do you go from here now? It's planning for next season now. It's probably still no sunk in, and the support that we had today was, second half they were second to none, and they've supported us all season, and I think we've finally got a bit of backing for the town, and it's just it's great to see as many people here today.
We've talked a couple of times on air about your age, 28. I mean, a young man. Would you rather be coaching, or would you rather be out there on the field playing?
I'd rather be playing, 100%. It was a tough time in my life to just be told that I couldn't play anymore, and I fell out of love of the game and went to Australia for a year, and then came back to Hawick and got an opportunity with the seconds, and from there I just got hooked on it, and I'm thankful to Hawick for the opportunity. Rummel, Gary Douglas in particular last season, they put trust in us. I'd never been a head coach, and it was a sink or swim kind of moment, and I'm just grateful for the club for giving us the opportunity and what we've achieved this season. But the massive plaudits to the players. They're the ones who have shown the character all season, and 24 games, it's an amazing achievement.
It certainly is, and actually this team will go down in history.
Yeah, again, I've not really looked at that, but people still talk about the team, in 2002, and they'll look back on it in 20, 30 years' time. We might never be in this position again, and that was the big chat at half time. Everyone's on the line. We might never be back at Murrayfield, and just give it your all. Give everything for that jersey, and they've certainly answered that question, and the boys will enjoy their night, that's for sure.